Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega channel. I am your girl, Melinda J, and I'm here to do a new moon reading for all the signs because the new moon is approaching very fast on the 25th. So I might as well just go ahead and pull cards for y'all now. If you haven't done so already, by the time you all view this video, I hope you all check out the Libra season reading as well. Just checking out all the energies that could be going on or could possibly happen in Libra season, which it starts on the 23rd. So today is the 22nd as I'm recording this. So technically it's still Virgo season, but in the cuspy realm. But other than that, shouts out to all the Libras out there. Happy birthday to you all, including myself. Oh goodness. But other than that, please keep in mind that all the readings that I do on my channel are for entertainment purposes only, due to the fact that everything is not set in stone due to free will. You have the choice to change your mind any moment. All right. And is there anything else I need to talk about before I start? Nope. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead with the Aries. What is the energy for the Aries for the new moon? What is the energy for the Aries for the new moon in Libra? Oh, okay. We have Look Deeper, and I'm pulling the cards from the Self Love Oracle deck, and then I'm gonna clarify um at least one card with my DIY deck, spiritual personal growth deck. Okay, so we have Look Deeper for the Aries, and it says there is more beneath the surface. Remain cool and centered. Take time to look at the deep underlying currents and flow and follow your intuition. And then also we have the number 14 here is reduced to the number 5. So again, 5 is the number of changes, sudden changes, whether it's good or bad. And due to the fact that there is, of course, it's mermaid here, and then we have some water. Maybe you need to look deeper within your feelings, see how you're feeling. So let's see what the oracle meaning says on that. It says this card indicates a need to go beneath the surface to the heart of the matter. Be aware of the smokescreen emotions that cloud your truth, like an armor of anger protecting a soft spot of fear. The more comfortable the feeling, the greater the effort to hide it. An easy answer is not going to be adequate here. This card invites a closer examination of something that is troubling you. Can you name the feeling that you have? And could it be a cover for something else? Do you find yourself jumping to conclusion without proof because uncertainty and doubt about a person or a situation feels uncomfortable? Do you have an attachment to an outcome that is unlikely to come true? Take the time to wait for further information to reveal itself and create the necessary conditions for this inner reflection. Does a walk in nature center you? If so, seek out the comfort of natural spaces. It's a quiet space with a journal more to your liking, or maybe yoga, meditation, whatever your preference is. Prepare to ask deeper, more specific questions as you dig through the layers, or you may need to approach the situation from another angle in order to expose some blind spots. Detach yourself from first impressions and to be open to new information. A wealth of wisdom and growth awaits you. So, of course, it's talking about tapping into your emotions. Okay. See what And yes, addressing shadow work is possibly needed. The card that came out is the Page of Swords. So Swords is dealing with the intellect, the mental, Gemini, Aquarius. No, excuse me. Yes, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy that is associated with the sword suite, because it deals with the mind, the intellect. So with the Page of Swords, page-like energy is childlike energy, right? So in regards to the spiritual and personal growth aspect of a Page of Swords, it is basically talking about unearthing new truths about yourself when it comes to excitement and curiosity, when it comes to a course of study, because what is hidden is the Knight of Pentacles, right? Which is taking daily action in small, significant ways towards your personal growth, etc., and relying on stable friends and family when support. And once you do that, you're going to begin to savor the process of putting roots down with the Four of Wands. And that's when opportunity arrives for your excitement into creative projects. All right, Aries. Oh yeah, and please keep in mind that all the signs that I do, it'll be timestamped in the comment section. So please, as you're viewing the video, check out the comment section. It will be a post pin comment in regards to clicking over to the sign that is associated with you. Okay, so that is what's going on with Sun, Moon, Venus. No, Sun, Moon, and Rising Aries. Now on to Taurus. Taurus. What's going on with Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is going on with Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? And the reason why I chose the self-love oracle for the new moon in Libra reading is because Libra is associated with the heart chakra. And the heart chakra deals with forgiveness, self-love, unconditional love, self-compassion. The list goes on. All right. You got this card falling on the ground. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we have Be Nimble. And with the 30 here, yeah, the number 30 reduced down to the number 3, it can mean some growth. All right. So it says, when we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in unexpected form. So let's go ahead and see what that's talking about. Look at this right here. Okay, it says be flexibility. I'm just going to put the book here so I can just read while I shuffle. Flexibility is a virtue. And expectation is a pitfall, especially when seeking or asking for assistance. There will be times when we are called to adapt ourselves and our plans to the resources we are given. Though you may be very specific in the expression of your hopes and desires, attachment to the outcome of fearless affecting the way you not only see but receive the available options. You may need to be creative and less rigid, and to explore previously unconsidered alternatives. Often these alternatives work out even better than what you asked for, because the work out even better than what you asked for because of the bigger picture, all the variables and potential paths to your desired destination. Can you ever be known completely? Ask yourself, Is there anything I'm doing to hinder a successful outcome? Are the means more important than the achievement? If the answer is no to both, give yourself permission to relax and co-create freely with the universe. If either answer is yes, get curious. Are there any elements that are less concerned? For instance, you may have a project deadline or guidelines to follow, but you have qualified coworkers with whom you're collaborating, which the number 3 deals with collaboration. Okay, is your way really the only way in the midst of so many willing and talented partners? Excuse me, not untalented. The universe gives us happy surprises when we're open to receiving them, but working with unexpected gifts requires some quick wits and flexibility. Rest assured, you can do it. All right. And what came out following through with the Be Nimble card, right? So when you're asking for help, be open to receiving it. As Tauruses are known to be stubborn. No shade to the Tauruses out there, because my grandfather was one of them. Okay, so Tauruses are known to be stubborn because they're stable and they're fixed, right? So now, as um, we come into balance, Libra, it's time to be more flexible, be willing to ask for help, be willing to receive feedback or the information. Following through with the Be Nimble, we have the Tower card. As you collaborate, there will be some form of reflection that would be that is needed because of the breakdown of the structure. You're breaking down your ways, right? You're breaking down the rigidness so you can be able to be flexible, and because change is possible. And if you watch my Libra season reading, it talks about changes. So be sure to check that out. All right. And also with the number 7 that is associated with a tower, it is associated with the Chariot card, which deals with movement and also control versus change. So yeah, it's time to get the rolling. Get the rolling. And with following through with the King of Pentacles, this is a healthy masculine energy. Pentacles deals with stability, structure, coinage as well. Maybe you may be a supportive father figure, or you have that healthy masculine energy, but also look for more ways to be more generous with your resources when it comes to the King of Pentacles, because what is hidden is the 5 of Cups, which deals with the grieving process, isolation, sadness, depression. And if you're going through some sort of depression, I advise you to go seek professional help. That way you can get the services that you need in order to get over um, that that state, that former state. Okay, but also have patience with yourself with the 5 of Cups. Be patient with yourself as you're breaking down your rigid walls, right? Because um you could be a generous person. All right, Taurus, you could be a generous person when it comes to your resources. However, when it comes to 5 of Cups, have patience with yourself, because you are experiencing some sort of change that you're not used to, and sometimes it is good to be uncomfortable to feel to get to that comfort state. All right, so that's going on with the Tauruses. On to Gemini. I think I was a little bit long-winded with the Tauruses. I don't know who needed that. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is coming for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Gemini, sun, moon, rising. We have share light. Share light. And it says, share your trials as well as your triumphs. Your stories benefit you in telling and others in the hearing, spreading the light of transformation. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Number 20, reduced down to 2. It can deal with the good, the bad, duality effect, which definitely is associated with Gemini. So it says, we all love stories, especially those of people overcoming challenges and insurmountable odds. The hero's journey, as Joseph Campbell called it, such a journey, there is typically three main parts: an adventure away from home, a crisis that ends in victory, an enlightened return with lessons learned. All of us will face various challenges in life, and how we respond becomes our story, our own hero's journey. This card may appear when it's time for you to share your story and your wisdom with others. Being on a hero's journey is the story of how you become the champion in your own life. Sometimes we do not see the entirety of our own journey and our accomplishments, and until we're telling the tale, realize how much you've learned and how and grown through your experiences up to this point, and how these experiences may benefit others who are going through similar situations. Like good guide helping the next hero can pass the torch by sharing tools and skills we learn and use to overcome our struggles. So share, speak, write, spread the light of transformation in every way, every day. So in other words, Geminis, share your story. Share your hero's journey, because you don't know if somebody's going through that situation. And due to the fact that y'all are great communicators, Gemini, this is the perfect opportunity to do so. All right. And following through with that is the King of Cups. And this is working on creating, maintaining strong boundaries in your relationship, as well as relying on the presence of emotional support, stability that could offer others and provide guidance. Following through after the King of Cups, we have Seven of Swords, which is mental intellect energy, um, keeping aspects of your personal life hidden and time to open. Okay, Geminis, I see it. Some of you all out there, y'all have been keeping y'all personal life hidden, and now it's time to open up and have the honest conversation, especially when it comes about self-deception, about truth of the relationship. You may have been withholding truths with whether it's a good thing or a bad thing when it comes to relationships. And as you are doing so, having that healthy opening up to having those conversations, sharing your hero's journey, it could open up some possibilities of people supporting you, or you supporting others in regards to the situation that they're going through. Because at the bottom of the deck, what is hidden is Two of Wands. Be sure you weigh out your options before you make any decisions in regards to having those open and honest conversations, or open it, or just being weighing your options out when it comes to sharing how much information you want to um, relay out to the collective in regards to your transformation, because you can only tell how much you really want to, but it's up to you. However, this is signaling that you have a story to tell just like everybody else. So go ahead and get to it. All right. So that's what's going on with Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. On to Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I did not light not one candle, y'all. I don't know. Got a candle lit up in my head. How about that? Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Oh gosh, Cancer. Nothing wants to come out for y'all. Here we go. We have right, Cancer. Right. It says having an outlet to express one's thoughts leads to more clarity and awareness of oneself. Put pencil to paper. Explore your inner world. With the 22. Okay, I believe that's a master number. But it says when it comes to the right 22 card, writing and drawing have a therapeutic and meditative effects, especially when done for self-exploration, self-expression. Unfortunately, some of us may have developed performance anxiety. Ooh, that sounds like me. Around these activities from our school days or other formative experiences. Believing quality, the outcome product, to be more important than the action itself, experimentation, trial and error. If so, it's time to give ourselves permission to engage with these useful tools again. Making marks and writing words freely without judgment are two ways of unlocking whatever is on your heart. I lost my place. um, okay, unlocking whatever's on your heart and mind. Our fears, hopes, dreams, creative ideas can be explored and developed the same way with lists and diagram, playing out the details, alternatives. However, we choose to record our feelings and experiences. The act of drawing or writing allows deeper insights or to surfaces, perhaps by certain phrases include intuitive ideas or strokes of inspiration, and these sites can transform our views on our overall experiences. It is your mind inexplicably distracted. Yes. I'm talking to myself on that one. Do you feel disconnected from the present moment, your reality? Yes and no. Putting feelings into onto paper can be used as an exercise to free us unwanted thoughts, worries, and memories. With intention, moving our hands also moves energy and out of us, and we can choose what we do with written or drawn works later. Get out of your thoughts and feelings and gain clarity of what you need. You will then know how to move forward. This card is yelling at me, y'all. It is yelling at me. It is yelling at my Cancer moon. Okay, so to clarify the right card, we have the Three of Swords, meaning leaning onto your spiritual practice will help you get through the times of sadness as you self reflect, right? Following through that, we have the King of Swords, which is having once you do that, once you get into the Three of Swords, lean into your spiritual practice, leaning onto your faith in times of sadness, grief, and sorrow, or whatever shadowy work that you're encountering in your self reflection. With the King of Swords here, you'll be able to lean, you'll be able to have confidence to be have control over your life and taking action on your own behalf, as well as standing up for your ideas. And then, gosh, swords energy all through that. And then, because what is hidden is the Knight of Swords, which is you're getting caught up in the dramatic encounters and feeling defensive. You're being defensive. I don't know why you're defensive, and I probably talk to myself too. But exploring the new assertive side of your personality by pursuing a goal or an idea will bring great focus as well as confidence. So it's okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to tap into your self creative side so you can gain clarity of what you need, what is your wants, what is your needs, so you can be able to gain enough confidence to stand in your truths and your ideas, believe in yourself. That way you can be able to reap the benefits in the long run. All right. So that's what's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. On to Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what comes out for the Leos. Card came out fine. Okay, this is the same as Taurus. So, Leos, y'all have to be flexible as well. Be nimble. Be nimble. All right, so to clarify that, let's clarify it. And I'm gonna just go back to I can take reference of this. Let's clarify this since we already went through this part. Being nimble, not being afraid to ask for help, right? We must be open to receiving it. And we may be called to be flexible when help arrives in an unexpected form. So, Leos, y'all need to ask yourselves, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is there anything that you are doing to hinder a successful outcome, right? Or are the means for more important than the achievements? Okay. Are the means more important than the achievements? Those are two questions y'all can ask yourselves, Leo, because flexibility is a virtue and expectation is a pitfall, especially when seeking or asking for assistance. Now, to associate with the Be Nimble card, Leos, it says, we have the Page of Wands that came out, which meaning new beginnings could be on its way, but it requires you to be grounded. So it's important to take a pause before responding to any and everything, especially if you're getting riled up of a situation, as well as getting in touch with your inner child and revisiting shelved activities. So as you are becoming flexible, right? Be curious enough to tap into any childhood shelving projects or activities, or it could have been a recent activity where you put on the shelf, bring it back out, and see what comes for you. Oh, because we have the Justice card falling through, which could reconcile any past inner childhood wounds. It could bring an ending to a situation that could bring balance out, that could balance itself out, and to where there's harmony, there's alignment with fulfilling a karmic contract. It could be in the current, it could have been in a past form, it could be in a future form, but more than likely it's pertaining to present or past or ancestral, to be specific if you want to go that route. But it's important. It seems like let me see what is at the bottom. Let me see what's at the bottom. What is hidden is Three of Cups, which deals with you could possibly craving time to find and seek your soul tribe. But if you haven't found your soul tribe already, go ahead and do that. Use this time to find your soul tribe so you can be able to connect with each other that could assist with lifting your spirits up as you are embarking and connecting to your higher self, as well as celebrating. You could also be celebrating um you could also be celebrating the fact that you have resolved what has been disturbing you from past traumas in their childhood. So yes, it's important more than ever to just be flexible with yourself as you are tapping into that the shelf activities or the shelved conversation or shelved feeling that you have been putting in the back burner for the longest. It's time to um, address it so you can bring balance to it. Okay, so that's what's going on for the Leos. Now on to Virgos. Let's see what's coming out for the Virgo. One shuffle and then on Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. What's coming out for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising? Virgos. Woo! Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. We have return to center. I believe y'all had this card once before when I did a Virgo reading, if I'm not mistaken. But it says chaotic events do not benefit from panic reactions. The situation may not need a response from you. Stay calm and centered in your heart. What are y'all panicking about, Virgos? What are y'all overthinking? Virgos are very analytical, detail oriented. The downside could be overthinkers, not tap into the emotions enough because y'all are mutable. Y'all have the capacity to tap into your emotions. It's just you have to find the right person that will be able to tap into your emotion. So let's see what's going on. Let's clarify this. While I'm clarifying, I'm going to be reading. It says for return to center card here. In your daily home or work situation, we sometimes lose perspective, our grasp on the bigger picture. We become so set in our routines and expectation that any disruption can be viewed as a major setback than an opportunity to set right. This outlook is stuck in the muck and needlessly stressful. It lacks context. Pause, take a step back, breathe, and regroup. There's more here than meets the eye. When everything appears to be going wrong, make it a habit to check in with your own internal state. It is maintaining an objective perspective. This card urges you to find objectivity and inner calm before deciding on the action, any action. Wisdom resides in the balance, not in the extremes. If you are feeling overly emotional or mentally detached, creativity is likely around the corner. Find your center and then proceed accordingly. Are you panicking when there is no immediate danger? Are you taking responsibility for a matter? Isn't it yours to manage? Is it possible that the current issue confronting you is actually a tribal one that will blow over and be forgotten in the long run? Perhaps someone else is in a better position to act. Should they be given the chance to rise to the occasion? Pause, take a step back, breathe, give space for a bigger picture to develop, and watch from a calm inner space before you leave. Okay, Virgos, I hope y'all take heed to that. Now, the two cards that came out is the Eight of Pentacles and Five of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles right here is basically studying the practice and leads with to abundance. Be able to cultivate spiritual practice may lead to work in healing arts, Following through with the 501s, you could be experiencing some annoying delays and circumstances that can slow down. Um, well, excuse me. You could be experiencing annoying delays in circumstances. Therefore, it's time to slow down and actually pay attention to the details, and also keep your impatience in shape. That way you won't have to do any impulsive action, because what is hidden at the bottom is the Queen of Cups energy that deals with maturity, emotional maturity, focusing on developing your intuitive abilities and dreams, as well as analysis. That way you can journal that out. And also spending time at home, nesting, redecorating, putting love into everything you do. So Virgo's sun, moon, and rising. As you return to center, okay, be sure you continue to practice, study, practicing to lead with abundance, be in that abundant flow, as well as paying attention, slowing down to any details when it comes to any reactions, passionate reactions, keeping your impatience in shape as you are practicing getting returning to center, being abundant, being that abundant, excuse me, infinite uh vibration. There we go. And then therefore, once you do that, you'll be able to have the emotional maturity to be able to be attentive, being nurturing, and being emotionally available to assist anyone in their in whatever situation that a person or you could be going through. All right, so that's what's going on with Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Next, we got Libra. Let's go ahead with Libra. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. What is the energies for Libra, sun, moon, and rising? Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all, as y'all are listening to your messages. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this one was trying to flip out but didn't, so I just went ahead and took it anyway. Heal. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Healing card. Okay, it says wounds need to be acknowledged before they can heal. It's especially those that are unseen. Give yourself the time, space, whatever it is necessary to regain your wholeness. And as you do that, you begin to ground yourself as you heal. So this is like a self-love card, okay? Because it says self-love involves knowing yourself deeply and taking responsibility for whatever you need right now. Self-love means self-care, not selfishness, focusing on being the of the most important person in your life. How can anything else take precedence over a viable, radiant, fully functional you? Healing requires acknowledgement of the wounds and the unhealthy patterns as we grapple with, such as downplaying our needs, running from conflict, accepting abuse, ignoring our worth, or relying on others' approval. This card is loud. Oh my gosh. Fortunately, as an adult, we can choose to heal and empower ourselves by releasing these patterns and embracing newer, healthy habits. Every one of us has experienced trauma, difficulties, and loss in their life. Learning coping mechanisms based on past environments and authority figures. Despite their best intention, our parents, teachers, and role models may not have given us the support and guidance we need. because they themselves were wounded. Ooh, can we get an amen in the comment section on that one? This card may appear when a wound needs addressing, when a new way of healing is developed, or when an issue is ready to be faced and released, embraced, and find your freedom and power. Use your maturity or your resources, your time, and your energy to move beyond these wounds once and for all. Each journey towards wholeness is going to be unique. What is important is that you remember your wholeness, your birthright to love, heal, and abundance. Reach for it in whatever form you feel ready to explore. You are worth it. This is a beautiful card for the Libras out here. This is definitely our card right here, Libras. And what is crazy about it with the new moon is dealing with you are love energy, because again, the heart chakra is associated with the Libras. So the card that came out to clarify this is the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy, meaning the number 9, near completion, as well as solitude. As a cycle comes to near completion, you can be able to go into solitude, or you could be in solitude as you come into near, as your as a cycle is coming to a completion. All right. But other than that, Hermit is all about deepening the process of your soul searching as you are healing. It's important to do that, and seeking your own inner truth as well. As you're doing that, you can do it by meditating, taking a long walk, divine inner wisdom. And that is, again, the number 4 deals with grounding, stabilizing yourself. And once you are meditating or taking a long walk, or um, getting or just receiving divine inner wisdom, or gaining divine inner wisdom, you are grounding yourself as you're healing. Following through that is the 2 of Cups, which deals with deepening your spiritual practice as you're healing and you're in solitude mode, getting yourself together, filling yourself with love, loving on yourself, caring for yourself, indulging in yourself. You can deepen your practice, spiritual practice, as well as a hobby that could lead to to mutual connections that could bring forwards, that could come towards you in the near future. Because what is hidden is the Page of Pentacles, which is childlike. Page is childlike energy. Um, as you begin to tap in to hobbies or in your spiritual practice, it could begin a new creative project with this Page of Pentacles energy. And of course, just continue to stay focused and follow your gut as needed. Okay. So that is what's going on with the Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How beautiful. Healing is definitely important. It's important. On to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what comes out for you all. Woo! Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Don't forget to leave a comment on how this messages resonate with you all as well. Leo, Sun, Moon. Why am I saying Leo? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Love your shadow. Love your shadow, because as you love your shadow, it brings yourself into balance. Hence this 1 + 5 here, it equals 6. 6 meaning balance, harmony, as well as choice. You have the choice to be in balance or out of balance. Hence you have this yin and yang symbol. And I'm pretty sure this is like the solar plexus highlighted in this card here. But it reads, we are perfectly imperfect. Accept and love yourself as you are and do the same with others. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. And it reads, the shadow is an idea from a Gungian philosophy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That describes a part of us that we are unconscious of or that we neglect or feel ashamed about. It is usually considered to be negative or undesirable and therefore rejected or not or judged, especially by ourselves. As Jung said, however, how can I be substantial if I do not cast a shadow? I must have a dark side also, and if I am to be whole. When we refuse to acknowledge our shadow, we are prone to project its unclaimed traits onto others, perceiving these qualities in other people that may or may not be true or may not be there. These traits can be constructive, destructive, or restructive. For example, you may perceive a confidant or confident, oh, excuse me, why did I say confidant? For example, you may perceive a confident person as arrogant when you are still struggling to find your own self confidence. Oh, wow. Accepting your shadow is a lifelong process. It is necessary when we set to heal and love and master ourselves. In order to know our strength, we must also know our weaknesses. Simply to put, we have a choice again that is associated with the number 6. We have the choice. We can endeavor to learn about and acknowledge our flaws, or we can continue to suffer from the upset they create in our lives. Recognize and integrate your shadow by becoming conscious of and loving towards this part of you, taking responsibility for your shortcomings, and be proactive engaging your insecurities is the surest way to honor yourself as a whole. Now, to clarify loving your shadow, as you love your shadow, as you begin to embrace your shadow side, the Ten of Cups comes out, which brings long-standing family issues that could be nearly resolved, or you could have a family gathering, or the satisfaction of feeling secure with overall well-being, as well as achieving a big milestone goal. So, in relation to this card here, in regards to this Ten of Cups, as you embrace your shadow side, because we all have one, even I did. Okay. As you begin to embrace that, again, it brings balance, that yin and that yang, the divine feminine and the dark feminine, the divine masculine and the dark masculine. Uh, once you uh, once you embrace all those aspects, you begin to feel secure within your overall being with this Ten of Cups energy. And that's a big milestone goal because you are accomplishing self mastery. Following through with the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is dealing with be sure to take care of your body wellness, the wellness of your body, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, and also spend time with nature and also caring for your home. That could be cleaning up, sprucing up your home, redecorating, um, probably tending to family members, playing around with your kids, either or. Be in that Queen of Pentacles energy. And what is hidden at the bottom of the deck is Five of Swords. Be sure to take time for self-reflection as you're doing so when it comes to feeling anger. All right. What can what can this card teach you about your own personal power? And actively address hurt feelings um in whatever situation or whatever miscommunication that is going on, and don't leave it hanging, because if you actively address the hurt feelings, it begins to improve your communication. All right. So that's what's going on with Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. On to Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. So for one, Sagittarius, the Saggy, sun, moon, and rising. God, oh. Okay, we have mourn. Sounds like an ego death. I don't know. Let's see. It says grieving can be overwhelming but necessary. We are cleansed by letting our feelings wash through us. Only then we can move past the pain. So it's the completion of, you may be coming to an end of grieving. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical death. It could be a breakup. It could be a divorce. It could be um, grieving over the old self to welcome in the new self. It could be either or, whichever situation is associated with you, resonates with you. So the grieving or the mourning card, it says grieving is never easy, but loss is something that all of us will experience. We may also feel grief when learning about tragic events, recalling sad memories, or empathizing with others. One of the worst things we can do is suppress or deny or less desirable feelings, such as anger, grief, and fear. This habit sometimes is learned in childhood, especially if we were punished for crying or having feelings other than happiness. We can leave lasting adverse effects on our health and psyche. Practice self love means studying all of our feelings so that we can better understand how we manage these emotions and then determine whether our current practices are actually healthy for us. Allow yourself to release and express an expression of grief. If you feel the need to reach out to others who understand your grief, do so. It is good to be around supportive people. Anyone who asks you to suppress your emotions for their comfort isn't dwelling in the healthy emotional space. Surround yourself with those who are on the same path. Welcome the chance to heal among friends. If you are the one who is uncomfortable around mourning and grieving, consider the possibility that you are carrying unexpressed grief yourself. Try not to let your discomfort manifest as discouragement towards others. Find a safe space to explore your feelings and know that there is no right or wrong way to do it. Love yourself exactly as you are. So, all right. Following through with the morning card is the Nine of Pentacles. It's time to now, whichever part of mourning that you're going through, Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, whether it could be a death of a loved one, or death of ego, or the death of the old you, that you could be stepping to the new you. Any forms of mourning, any forms of grief, right? To clarify that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which deals with focusing on the home renovation or personal or being away, travel, vacation, relax. Focus on what brings you peace of mind. So as you are coming to a completion of mourning in whatever situation you're in right now, Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, take time to focus on what brings you a peace of mind, whether it could be home renovations, music, going away, taking a mini vacation, traveling, so you can get whatever that you had on your mind out of it. Focus on what brings you some sort of peace of mind, some happiness, some joy, as well as some healing energy, because following through with the Nine of Pentacles, it will bring a new level of spiritual healing journey within yourself. And it's also a period of peace after much struggle, And again, this is another card of you could be experiencing moving away from a situation, or um, moving, moving to another city, state, country, or you could be traveling to another city, state, and country just to get over the mourning, the grieving, or coming to some sort of completion of grieving and mourning. And as you do so, once you focus on what brings you peace, as well as moving past the hurt and the struggle that you have endured, Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what is hidden for you at the bottom of the deck is the Hangman, which brings a new found perspective of your situation that can help you expand on your beliefs. And it's important to reflect and surrender to the present moment as fully as you can, so you can be um so you can continue to heal and um work towards becoming the better person that you always wanted to be. All right. So that's what's going on with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. On to Capricorn, the Cappy, Cappy, Cap, Cap. Sun, Moon, and Rising, Capricorn. Oh, already. Okay, y'all getting this. You know what? All the Earth signs, I believe, have gotten this card, except for Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look back. Capricorns, all the Earth signs are getting this card today, and it literally just flipped within a couple of shuffles. Be nimble. And the fact that y'all being Earth signs, right? The fact that y'all being Earth signs and y'all stable in all aspects, right? And this is dealing with Capricorns are cardinal signs. So y'all are like pioneers. Y'all like the initiators. Y'all thrive in crisis. Right? So what is clarifying the be nimble card? It also reads, when we ask for help, we must be open to receive it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in unexpected forms. Okay, to clarify that, we have the Magician card. And the Magician card is new beginnings, as well as um, creating, get into that creative alchemy, alchemist energy. It's also dealing with Mercury, messages of communication. So there may be some form of communication. Be open to receiving communication. There we go, right? Because that's what it says on this card. Be open to receive um information when you ask for help, because it will deepen your spiritual practice to help you co-create with your reality, um and working on your magic. Following through with the Magician, we have the Page of Swords, which talks about unearthing truths about yourself that could bring excitement and curiosity, as you are embracing your newfound working on your magic. What can you bring into fruition? That infinite alchemist, um, being your own magician, creating your own reality. And because what is hidden is the Three of Swords, Capricorn, leaning on to your spiritual practice, and that could help you through tough situations of sadness, self-reflection. So this is like a self-reflection card in the spiritual and personal growth aspect, because you're dealing with the Three of Swords in a traditional tarot. It deals with grief, betrayal, some form of betrayal, heartbreak, and especially in the mental state. So because with the swords suite, that is associated with the air signs, and air signs are um, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And also the fact that with the sword suite, again, it deals with the mental, the intellect. So Capricorn, it's important to be nimble, be receptive. Don't be afraid to ask for help because y'all are known to be very responsible individuals that can stand on 10 toes. Um, that yeah, y'all can stand on your 10 toes, and um y'all don't ask for help unless it's like the last resort type of thing. So with this Libra season, with this new moon Libra energy, it's asking you to be more receptive or ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And when it does arrive, it'll come in an unexpected form, so you can be and while you're waiting, okay, while you're waiting, go ahead and tap into your, you know, you can start creating, right? Whatever, planning out what you want to bring into fruition. All right, because and once you do that, you'll start to unravel some inner truths that you didn't know about yourself. And then because what is hidden, again, self-reflection, and it will bring you out of those sad or negative thoughts, but definitely towards the sad end. Okay. All right, on to Aquarius. Let me go ahead and hurry up and wrap this up here because I'm going overboard. Love overboard. All right, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. See what this card is. Exercise gratitude since it wanted to it leap like y'all seen it. Exercise gratitude, Aquarius. This is also a master number 33, reduced down to 6, deals with balance, choice, and harmony. And it says everyone has a co-creator in this shared experience of life. Gratitude for all things overcomes our resistance to challenges and spurs our growth. Okay, so let's see what that is all about. Okay, it says if we can see the gift hidden in every challenge, the challenges are easier to overcome. There is always a silver lining to every dark cloud. The only way to know peace is to know struggle. Few lessons show up without little drama, fanfare, and when the dust settles, wisdom remains informing our behaviors and choices. The next time struggle shows up, a wonderful gift can be grateful for it. Difficult people may teach us the virtue of patience or help us realize the ability to stand up for ourselves. Difficult situations may help us discover or develop new skills or to recognize how much support we have from our friends and family. A life without challenge is a life unlived. It is easy to welcome the good things in life. How would it feel to also welcome the undesirables? Can you condemn the rains that keep your gardens watered and thriving? A calendar full of sunny days produce a parched and vacant landscape. Did a card come out? Flip out? No. Okay. Gratitude is an attitude that you choose. Practice expressing it towards others, towards self, towards your environment, towards your loved ones, as well as your adversities. When you cultivate gratitude, it becomes a habit, keeping your chin up no matter what comes your way. And remember to express gratitude for the choices you make, good or bad, for these are the steps toward personal growth and self-love without end. Okay, Aquarius, it's time to express gratitude, exercise gratitude. The card, to clarify, that is the Queen of Pentacles. Once you do that, you examine, you could be examining a relationship with mother figure, mother, you see, mother your inner child, or connect with child. But that's just like an overall thing with the Queen of Pentacles. It's a motherly card. But definitely within the mother figure realm, as well as addressing your inner child, like nurturing your inner child. As well as if you have a child, you can connect with your child as well, to be in that Queen of Pentacles energy. So as you exercise your gratitude, and hence this mermaid here, we already got aquatic energy, which deals with the water, and Aquarius, y'all are an aquatic, y'all have the aquatic symbol, right? The waves, even though y'all are air signs, y'all are fixed air sign. So y'all fixed in your intellect and your thoughts, as well as emotions, since y'all have that aquatic symbol, right? But it's important to take care of your body wellness and spend time in nature and care for yourself as you exercise gratitude. Following that, you all also have the Page of Swords, and y'all heard me shuffling about 5 times, right? And the same card still coming out. Once you do that, you begin to unearth new truths about yourself that can bring excitement and curiosity, within the form of study. And what is hidden at the bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Pentacles. You will begin to inherit unexpected gifts coming from you, coming to you. As well as you can also donate to charity or someone else if you're feeling generous. Again, that's part of that gratitude. You're being generous and spreading that generosity among others. And it don't have to be in a monetary form. It can just be in a form of gratitude. All right. So that's what's going on to y'all Aquariuses right now. And last but not least is the Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what is going on with the Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I have a Pisces rising, so. Yeah, buddy. Pisces rising. I mean, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Just right underneath each other. We have use discernment. This is right up the Pisces alley, because Pisces deals with the crown chakra. It's right up our alley. Use discernment. And it says, there is no need to believe something that does not resonate with you. Personal truths can change as perceptive shift and expand. Let me see what she has in her hand. She has like a goddess moon cycle sector in her hand. And let's see what else. She has a bowl, but I guess that's fire, a fiery bowl. And then of course there's bubbles. But yeah, this is a beautiful picture, by the way. So 2 plus 3, that equals 5. So there's some changes as changes come, use discernment. There we go. All right. Let's clarify this as I read the guidance for this. It says discernment helps us approach information in a wise manner. We can decide for ourselves whether or not to accept the information present, or it should be accepted in part regardless of its source of level of authority, media, friends, family, and so on. Wisdom recognizes that knowledge is limited by experiences and perspectives of others. The same way knowledge is limited by the technologies available for measuring our physical reality. Wisdom recognizes that universally and socially accepted truths can change, and that these changes have actually occurred quite often in human history. Discernment lies in choosing wisely when putting your faith in any information. Beliefs are chosen, a fact that can make some of us uncomfortable, yet this truth is empowering once we realize that we can choose beliefs that support our well being. We can choose not only to believe anything at all until it fits with our own personal experience and inner knowing. Did I cut myself? No. Inner knowing. Be wary of forcing your beliefs onto others and of people who are trying to force their beliefs on you. You should also be careful of developing any unhealthy clinging to a belief because it pleases the people around you, or because you do not want to admit to have a limited perspective. What we know at any point can change as we gain more life experiences. Discernment is knowing that whatever we choose to believe as true can be tested and adapted and changed. Okay. So to clarify this card, the Hierophant was trying to poke out. So I just went ahead and picked it because the Hierophant deals with conflict, struggle, and challenges. So we got another 5 here. So we got 5 here and 5 here. And it is associated with the Taurus zodiac sign, which deals with tradition, grounded, and rigidness. However, the spiritual and personal meaning for the Hierophant is continue as you continue to use discernment, right? As you choose, as you experience your personal truth, and change can, that could bring changes in perspective, and it will not fit with other people. That's why you got to use your discernment, is as your perspective changes, right? As you can, you got to use discernment as you experiences changes, because everybody's not going to, um, um, everybody's not going to. How should I say this? How should I word it? Everybody is not going to accept the beliefs that you're in. And as stated before, in this guidebook, everybody is not going to um let's see what it says. Uh um Oh, okay, here we go. Everybody's not going to be on the same train as you are when it comes to your beliefs. That's why it's important, you know, to as much as they are forcing you and their beliefs onto them, you cannot do the same when it comes to you forcing your beliefs onto them. It's only by choice that they can do that, just as much as you have the choice to use discernment and follow whatever beliefs you want to. It's just, again, everybody believes the same. Everybody um, worships different individuals for different purposes. However, if it's if it's doing you some good, then if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But again, as your beliefs and your changes and your perspective changes, be be wary now that everybody is not going to be on that same level that you are. And I hate to compare the levels, but everybody's not going to be on that same vibration as you are. So it's important to act accordingly when it comes to those who are not in that same vibration that you are. Is either you let them go, or you can just tolerate them the best that you can with your own form of boundaries, right? So that's what um the spiritual aspect, the personal aspect of the Hierophant, is to continue to deepen your spirituality and studying modalities when it comes to the foundations of the beliefs or whatever the case may be, and just be open to a mentor like myself, you know what I'm saying, that could assist you on that journey. Following through that, we have the Knight of Pentacles, taking small, slow steps, significant steps to towards your personal goals, like slow and steady wins the race type of thing, and continue to rely on friends and family that will actually support you on whatever spiritual practice, spiritual beliefs, or your journey that you are embarking, that is bringing you newfound perspectives as well as changes for you to be the better person that you always wanted to be. And then following through at the bottom of the deck, what is hidden is the moon. This is also associated with the Hermit card when you reduce the 18 to the number 9. This is the moon in tarot is also associated with Piscean energy, which deals with the intuitive, empathetic, self-sacrificing energy. However, within the spiritual and personal development aspect of the moon is continue to examine the self-deception, the fear and the shame, as well as doing your shadow work as you are doing, as you are embarking on your spiritual journey, right? And of course, always remember that you are evolving and expanding your consciousness on your spiritual path when it comes to the moon card. And that's why, at the end of the day, use discernment. All right. So that's what's going on with the Pisces sun, moon, and rising. And whoo, y'all, we done made it. We done made it. I thank you all for tuning in to this reading. I was about to say live reading, but it's not live. But I feel like I'm live with you all. But I do thank you all for tuning in to this reading. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, remember your purpose. I'm just going to leave that with you all for the whole collective. Remember your purpose. It says, you came to earth to learn how to love yourself and all that is, to achieve self-mastery, to explore conscious co-creation. Heaven resides in your heart. That is definitely dedicated to the collective. And not only that, that is just like how this picture is on the card deck. Boom. So without further ado, I thank you all for tuning in to this reading. Be sure to leave a comment down below in the comment section how this message resonates with you. What else? All my social media links will be in the description box below, or you could just scan the little cue card at the end of the video as well. That way you can have it all and you can just click where you want to follow me at. Also, be sure to like the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. Make sure you click all. That way you'll know exactly when I post these videos up. On the road to 500 subscribers so I can access that community tab, and definitely 1,000 subscribers so I can be able to go live with you all on YouTube. But other than that, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Don't forget to check out the Libra season reading, and I will be filming the new moon in Libra breakdown when I get off work Saturday, between Friday and Saturday, so it can be up Sunday. But other than that, I thank you all for tuning in, and always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next video.